Is this thing on? I think it is. Welcome to this rainy afternoon, which the weather didn't predict. Gonna be fun having to bike home in this weather. Hopefully it'll be over pretty soon. But until then we've got some work to do, albeit a little bit small work. So yesterday we did a bunch of stuff so that we could finally edit a competition by adding new challenges. Give it some points. Then in fact adding or editing this challenge and as well. Ooh, something went wrong, eh? This is very interesting. We didn't try editing a challenge that we created, so maybe that's something that went wrong. But great start. Invalid UUID string undefined. So this is why we need to do the refresh. Nice. So that'll be fixed when we in fact do this. So if I do reload this and I change it now, then it should work. There we go. And then you can also delete a challenge. Yay! And that's all of the stuff that we did yesterday. So today we're gonna fix that one bug that I just showed by actually refreshing the challenges. So they get proper IDs, otherwise clearly it won't work. And then this last thing, just to verify that all other usages of a challenge table don't break anymore. This actually we don't need to do anymore because I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday we duplicated that challenges table component into an editable challenges table or something. And then we weren't reusing the regular challenges table anymore, so we don't need to verify that stuff again. Selecting already existing challenges. Oh shit. Right, so we've been working on this feature of adding new challenges after creating a competition by just providing the possibility to add new challenges, like literally new challenges. But then selecting already existing challenges we haven't done anything for at all, in fact. We'll have to think on which of these things is more important, because I could split this into a different feature, issue, and then work on these bugs here. Okay. But first things first, let's do this. Okay, so I've already shown you the issue, is that when I create a new challenge, at least 5 people watching, something like that, and I want to edit this challenge I just created and say it's not worth 8 points, it's only worth 5. I'll do save, you'll get this thing. Oh, it's raining pretty hard, huh? Great day to choose not to bring my rain suit. Fucking hell. Okay, so I think we can fix this. For 10 minutes it's gonna rain. Okay. I'll be fine. Let's go to the editable table challenge. Challenges table. So instead of just updating these, we'll just refresh every time we did this. By just fetching the challenges again. So get rid of this. Then we'll say await this dot reload challenges. Create this method. And then we'll say should also be an async thing. So we await those dot it's a get that we need to do to /API competition, because it's gonna be the specific challenges of this competition. Oh, actually, we can't just reload the challenges, maybe? Because I think what we do is we pass along the challenges to this thing and then the competition ID. So then we need to fetch the competition. And after fetching the competition, so that's this thing, we'll get the data and then the challenges, because this thing returns a competition, and then we'll assign it like this, and then that should work. And we've added this when editing a new challenge. So in fact, what we should have done to make sure it worked was put it there. And then we'll also need it on the delete, I think. Yeah. Oh, hang on. We can't do this before, so let's do it like this. Yeah, we'll fix those things later. Or maybe just now. There we go. So if we go to a new competition, let's make a new one. It doesn't matter, it's just an editing stuff. We'll add a challenge, then we'll say, ooh, something's wrong here. It's gotta be with that multi-cursor I just did. Ja. Allee, jongen. And just this one, and then hopefully that'll be sufficient. Okay. Looks like it was. No. Blah, blah, blah. And then let's change the points. Save it. There we go. And deleting it also works. There we go. All right. Now we can run into the problem of creating too many of these challenges, I guess. Because they'll just keep adding up. But, I mean, that's a problem for later. Yeah. Done. And then I think I am going to move this to a different issue. There we go. There. And then we'll say by directly adding a new challenge. And then we can get rid of this header here. There we go. Update. Cool. 43, and then we'll add a new one. Say add new challenges. After creating a new competition paste. By selecting already existing challenges. Then we'll convert it into an issue. Related to number 43, where we can directly create a new. All right. So then I think our commit can say fixes number 43. We didn't change all that much. Fixes number 43. Reload after successful delete, edit, create. Okay. Commit and push. Wow. And then we can choose something new, basically. And that's either navigating directly to a URL shows a white label, but that's only if you go if I host it. Let's open the production one and then show you the problem. Or this thing, replace with ellipses, don't show the dates. When a competition name is too long, this I can show already. This is an extremely long competition name that couldn't, and then it's over 50. We'll select some challenges. Submit. This is how it shows on desktop, but then when you go, also ellipses are shown, but there's no way to read the entire title. How do I fix that though? Yes. How do you fix showing too much text in mobile apps basically. So I want something to be a title, and it's the title of a competition. But like right now, what I have is it's not a good solution because it just cuts off most of the text and then replaces it with ellipses, like the 3 dots. But there's no, you can't distinguish this title. It just says part of the competition name. Yeah, so you were saying included in my domain model and then basically restrict the amount of characters to fit on mobile, is what you're saying. Yeah. 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 I guess. The other thing is I could make the font a little bit smaller and then fit more characters on it. Or like add a new line. Wrap the text. I could do that as well, I guess. Instead of having ellipses. I don't know yet. Because I haven't seen. So you ask the question, are you screwing up your design by doing that? I'm not sure because I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, so I want more options. So indeed, I think your suggestion is the one that makes the most sense to me. Why would it be premature optimization? Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know if there's a real life case where someone in fact enters a competition name that is longer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 28 characters is the most I can fix. Sorry? Yeah, I'll repeat the question for the audience. Thank you, Karel. So the question is, well, we're doing this issue now. So when a competition name is too long, it looks like crap in the competitions table on mobile. It's just not even the table now. That's right. Now it's already just in the title of the competition. I didn't even think of that. Me neither. I wasn't aware either. But so that's the issue. Like, do I limit my the competition name to be 28 characters long, which seems very arbitrary, right? But and so is 25. But so either that or wrap the text or do something else. Just limit it to 8 characters, Karel says. 8 might not be unique enough. Allez, not include the possibility to add more unique. I don't really know. But 8 seems very short. 8 characters. Let's do new competition. A pop-up showing the long description. Yeah, tooltip. Yeah, my tooltip on mobile. Like you hover with your mouse and then you get the tooltip. How does that work on mobile? Yeah. Yeah. So this is what it would look like, I guess. 8 is very short. 8 is really short. Sorry? Figure it out. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the suggestions though. Now maybe 8 is very, very short, Annie. Oh, damn it. This is a shorter title. Yeah, I think like 25 should suffice. In fact, let's see how that shows up in the table though. It's fine, in fact. The way it looks like in a table is fine. I don't care much about it. It's the title on the main competition page that was bothering me more. $25 seems good. Let's do that. Let's just limit it to 25. There you go. Don't show this. So this is a yeah. To the competition. Showing this as a table also seems kind of silly, right? With these columns. But it works for now. Let's leave that to an actual designer or something. they can tell me their opinion. And then I'll fix it afterwards. Some other option. So yeah, we went with some other option. Limit competition title. Competition names to 25 instead of 50. I chose to limit because 28 fits on screen and 25 is a regular number. I don't know why I want to choose 25. It seems to be more accepted by people. Like, oh yeah, I can only write in 25 characters, that's fine. But like when they read, you can only enter 28 characters. They're like, what? Why 28? Maybe 25 is more acceptable. Interesting, yeah? Update. And then we'll just do just that, in fact. So I think what we need to do for that is fix front end entry field. Character limit. And then fix column in the database, and maybe fix backend. I'm not sure if I have that in my model. In fact, can be lazy about that, right? All right, let's do create competition view first. And then this name here. Maybe it's just in the HTML then? Yeah. So this now becomes 25. That should do it, I think. Let's open up the create competition. So there's no limit there, but then when it gets used here in create competition, we've got our competition creator. Ah, yeah. So if it's null or blank, we throw exceptions, and then otherwise we'll always just create a competition using the name. which always gets passed along to the constructor. And then there is no limit at all. Now I am wondering why. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I've got this one, and I'm now it's all coming back to me. I needed this from method to be in a separate class so that I can inject and mock it out. Ugh. So what we can do here is also check the length, I guess. We could do that, or we could go to the competition and then have the error thrown there. Yeah, so I guess it's always on creation that I wanted to fail for sure. And then we'll fix it in the column as well. Let's go back to the creator. Let's create a new test for that. So when from, there's only one function from, so let me just get rid of that first. Afterwards, name contains more than 25 characters. Get throw exception. And then we'll just get rid of this because there's only one thing that I'm testing there anyway, so okay. I also want this. This is basically it. Oh, and I guess we'll need date stuff as well. Okay. So we'll create do we have a library that generates random string noodles? Nah. Maybe it's just on string. I guess there's not. Because in essence, I don't really care about what the string looks like as long as it's just more than 25 characters. Need to repeat. 26. With a name longer than 25 characters. And then let's put the opposite. I mean, exactly 25. Did not throw exception, I guess. So then is not thrown by so this looks like a weird test because I'm not actually checking anything. But what we could do is created competition, and then we can just verify. Created competition name is equal to the thing that was passed along, which is this thing. Name of exactly 25 characters. Just like that. At least one of them should fail. This one, hopefully. Now running the tests. Ooh. Great. Let's implement this then, shall we? A name longer than 25 characters. Yay, and they both work, so that's good. And then now comes a tougher part, because I think I'll need to make migration scripts, because I have no what's it called? I don't want to clear the database on my production thing, so let's figure that out. So this is the competition table. We just randomly used 50. I didn't even know we were still keeping competition ID. Ah, yeah. No, see, we don't even have that. I think we can remove it. Let's figure that out first, though. Names, ID, name, start and end date. And then, oh, we do have a competition identifier. We do. Okay. We do. Okay, that's cool. Right, because the competition identifier just a narrowed down version of a name. Okay. So then let's do this and then say shorten competition name column. Don't know why I named it 2, but it should be 4. And then it's gonna be alter table, I think. Pretty bad at this stuff, actually. There we go, something like this. Alter table competition. Does it modify or something? Per column. Name. Or maybe we can just do column name like this. Okay, I don't know the syntax. Let's look it up. Or does IntelliJ? Nope. Postgres. Action. It is alter column. set type maybe. Maybe this works. Let's try it out. Ooh. What will it do? Because I now have... Oh, yeah. So what will happen is when I restart my Spring Boot, it's gonna restart the Spring Boot app, and I don't know which one it will run first. I think it should run the Flyway scripts first. By the way, the reason I have to do this is so that I can actually read it, because if it's like this, then my webcam is hiding text. Let's just try restarting it and see what happens. Flyway explodes. Value too long for type. Yeah. So I guess what I should do now is cut off the names of the competition to just contain 25, or what I could check in production is see if there are any competitions that are longer, and there aren't. So I am just going to do this and then actually wipe wipe my schema. There we go. If I now rerun it, the Flyway scripts will just run. Yay. And then if I go to my local, let's get rid of this again. And then I try to create a table or a competition that is longer. 25 characters. Did it explode? Yay. Okie dokie. I think that's that. Let's run unit tests. All of them, please. Just to make sure that we didn't break anything else. I might be using a name longer than 25 characters in my test somewhere. Don't think I am, but you never know. You haven't actually checked out. Oh, it actually fails. It's a good thing that I check. Jongen. So this is longer than 25. Ugh. Which is the other one? Oh. Yeah, if you leave in the competition name, competition in the name itself, then it can easily get over 25 characters. Let's see if they both run now, because I really didn't count. Could be wrong. I'm just used to IntelliJ showing me at the bottom that I selected this many characters, but that's not a feature in presentation mode. Alright, that seems to have fixed it. I don't know it by heart. Let's look it up. Number 23? 21. Okay. Reduced competition name to 25. Long. Should be okay. And then let's get this into production quite fast. Hopefully none of you have trolled me and created a competition that was longer than 25 in the meanwhile. Otherwise, get to change my flyaway scripts again. Raining again. Alright. And then this one I want to do. That's a nice one to fix, I think. Okay, so let me show you this problem. Okay, so I will execute a build and copy. And this locally builds my Vue front end and then copies it into where is it gonna be? Source main resources. Well, in the, not here, but in build or something, or production, I forget. I think it out. Yeah, so it'll put all of the files or the important files over here. And this will allow us to serve that index.html from Spring Boot, which is also how it's going to run in production. And I'm now doing that locally, so that if I then run my my Spring Boot locally, then I'll be able to navigate to 8080 and reproduce the error. Okay, so if I now just rerun my Spring Boot app, because there's nothing running on 8081 now. WTF? Oh. It was this one that I needed to rerun. Dude, yesterday evening I went to Sint-Truiden to some restaurant called Ox. It's just Os in Dutch. And we had we ordered the specialty of the house, which was so it's a restaurant supposedly known for its delicious meats. But it was kind of disappointing. I mean, it was a lot, but they didn't really grill the meat nice enough. If you ever go to Sint-Truiden, don't go to Os, go instead to the Vleesgegroot. It's way better there. There's nothing running here. Browser. Okay, so if I navigate to 8080 and I start navigating from here, then everything works. Now, if I just refresh, we get a white label error page, and this is just because Spring Boot is not forwarding this URL to our index.html basically. So what I need to do is just allow all of these URLs to be redirected to / to the root, and then it should work. At least I think that's what the fix is. Where do we do that? Where do we do that actually? Or maybe in a configuration file or something. Servlet redirect or something. No. Okay, if anyone in chat knows this, holler at me. We're looking for a way to forward unknown URLs to root. I know I need to like Spring Boot. The good old Bildung. This might be... Okay. Ah, yeah, the redirect view thing. Do I want to do this though? No, I hate sites that do this. Public class redirect controller. Oh yeah, I need to forward, not redirect. You know what? Maybe one of our other projects has this. There was a time where we we're building an application or just a simple web app with where is the front end here though? Like maybe we don't host the front end in the application here. Yeah, this is just the API controller. Ah, here. That's just cores. Yeah, I forgot how we deployed this stuff, in fact. Yeah, okay, so we didn't host it. It's just a static site. And then we probably pushed it to S3 or something to host it from there. Quiznack. Then let me just quickly look it up how we might have done it in another project. Okay, let me look it up. All right, this is basically it. Okay. Where do we want to put it? In util? It's just like some stupid web stuff that I need to do. Web? Not sure. Kotlin class. We call it a web application config. And then it had a configuration annotation. And then it implemented web MVC configurer. Okay, we do have that. Thank God, we didn't need to add another dependency. And then there is a add view controllers thing. And what you can do here is registry.add view controller to path anything and then something special Spring bullshit. Set, oh hang on, that view name. And then just a forward URL. So this stuff will forward everything that is non-Spring captured to forward it just to the root. Such magic. Let me also just copy paste the comment that we had. So paths that do not match the pattern for a static resource will be forwarded to root and will be served the Vue frontend. Since it's a forward, URL will stay the same, makes it so that Vue can route to the correct page. That's basically it. And then since my FET application is on an upper level than web or web application config, this one will be picked up. And that should do it, in fact. So let's rerun it. Let's close this one. Alrighty, let's close that one too. Don't need it, don't need it. And then we just refresh this page and see that it works. Ta-da! Okay, nice. So it's a good thing that I still have access to other projects. And now we also have an open source project where we can look that thing up again. Check. It also helps that I've done it before and then knew how to fix it, right? Maybe we can add a marker there as well. Thing. Fixing URL forward to statically hosted Vue app. Could you believe that I already forgot the number? Fixes 31. Configured Spring Boot to forward non-static to root. There we go. And push. And then it once took me a whole day to make that work. Well, me too. And I remember that I did it once and then now I can look back at some other code because I didn't know it by heart, as you can see. I knew I had to add something like this. But yeah. This I would have never dreamed up, I'm pretty sure. And then as you saw, like if you Google this, you can't even find it pretty easily either. So I feel your pain. Yeah. It's 2:22. Thinking about what I could do now actually. Add new challenges after creating a new competition by already select. We could try and do this, in fact. There should be plenty of time to do this. And then this will be tomorrow. And then we'll deploy this thing on Rancher instead of on Heroku. And I hope I will learn a lot of new stuff. Actually, let me just ping Chris real quick so that he remembers that it's tomorrow that we set to meet. Okay, so normally I think I should be streaming tomorrow at 2. All right. Now that I've poked Chris again. Let's try and figure this one out, shall we? Add new challenges after creating a new competition by selecting already existing challenges. So what happens is that we've got a competition. It hasn't been started just yet, so I can add competitors. I can also add challenges directly. But I can't choose from the list of challenges to add to an already existing competition. And we might want that feature, but I'm not sure if we do, in fact. The reason why we'd want that is to, I just imagine, for example, I'm making this web app just so that we can create a new challenge or a new competition for a Snowcase 2020. And I think ideally what we would do is we would go to create, or maybe click on this thing. It should have been finished, and then we'd say clone this competition or something, like, or use this competition as a template for creating a new one, maybe something like that. And then all of the challenges of that competition would be selected already. If you catch my drift. Because now if I want to recreate, yeah, so it's not a very good representation, because all of these are just the challenges of the Snowcase 2018 competition. So what should happen, or what's going to happen now, is I would create Snowcase 2020. I'd select the dates, which I already forgot. It's 2020, March 28 or something, until the week after. And then I would just select all of these challenges one by one. So maybe that's the feature I'd rather want, other than, you know, like selecting challenges one by one of some competition. And then we'd submit it, and now we've got our new Snowcase 2020 competition, which looks exactly like the one from 2018. But yeah, there should be maybe something that says start this competition again, but then in another year or whatever, another period, like a recurring competition thing. So maybe that's the problem I want to solve with this thing. I mean, it's very difficult to think of use cases when your app hasn't been used at all. I'm just imagining from what our experience might look like. You know what I mean? Could use some feedback on that, though. I think that's the better feature. To recreate or create a recurring competition. Show a message and trying to create a competition without having selected any. Yeah, okay. That's just one of the issues that I needed to do when I was actually select. So we can get rid of that. What do you think? I think this really should become something like create a competition based. Wait, we have that one. Copy an already existing competition to start from. This is the one. So let's cancel this. cancel. Let's close it and then refer to number 42, I guess. Which I also created yesterday, I think. Yeah. Close issue. Won't fix. Won't fix. Will does not really solve a problem, I think. Number, what was it? 52? No, 4. 42. Solves an actual problem. Okay. So let's not do that one. Okay. Damn, and now I'm sort of out of issues. I could do this one. Because I think yesterday we added updated challenge. What happened here? So yesterday we did this part, I think, where we just update a challenge. I think that's so cool about this is that validation still goes off. I mean, like typing checks, like this can't be null, for example. I'm not sure what to do next. We could do this, I mean. Make a challenge clickable from the challenge overview. Should navigate to, well, we fixed that with an update button. I mean a dialogue. So this one is there already. Creates a challenge, creates a competition, modifies a challenge. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this sort of fucks with the flow. I don't know if I want to do this, in fact. Because that's not how I see the flow of usage going on. I think you'd rather first start by creating a competition and then be like, okay, these could be challenges that you want to select. And then once you created it, you just add new challenges if you want and add new competitors. And then selecting this actually should go. This should be replaced with find me the challenges that were used for a competition. If you want, like copy challenges of a competition or something. And then you can still delete them if you'd like. Don't know if I want to introduce this much change just before I'm going to deploy on Kubernetes tomorrow. Couldn't matter. Guess not. Sounds more like you need a copy competition for it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So would you place the copy competition here on this screen? Or would it be like from here that you would click? You would select a competition first and then look at it and then see like, okay, this is a competition I'd like to copy because it has some fun challenges in it, and then you choose to copy. Because in that case, we're being someone that doesn't really, that is searching for inspiration. Whereas in this case, I mean, I know that I want to recreate a Snowcase competition much like the one we did last year. So I want to just immediately start creating a new competition and then select Snowcase from last year. Maybe both things are valid ways of starting a competition. Or I mean creating a new competition. But so the flow of creating challenges should just disappear, I think. Now these have no, they've got no meaning anymore. I think I can just get rid of this. I don't know what's the intention the user will have. Well, that's, there's two intentions, I think. So, I mean, there's two personas. One persona would be me, because in 2018, we organized this competition, and I know that these challenges were great. Maybe I want to do some tuning on the points or something like that. But then if I say just clone this competition, give it some new dates, and then clone the challenges, then I can still modify those challenges just before I start the competition. So that's one persona, someone that already knows that they want to redo a competition they did before. And then another persona would be someone completely new to this app, and they would say like, okay, I want to create a competition, but I don't really know which challenges I want to give my participants. So they'll go searching for challenges that might be aligned with the holiday that they're going on. Like if they're also going on a snowboarding trip, maybe they want to look at the Snowcase competition, for example, and then choose, like cherry pick challenges of that competition. So there's two of those. I'm gonna mark that because I might want to document those personas somewhere at some point. Now that's persona wise. So if you think what problem I'm solving with those two is basically both of them want to create or use a competition to start from, to start a new competition, or to create a new competition from. And I think both people's problems, of both personas' problems, will be solved if I start from the competition and then say select this one to start to create a new competition from, rather than from here, like create a new competition. Or I could just supply both. But like someone like me, the persona that wants to recreate a competition, they'll, yeah, okay, hang on, I've got more ideas. So they'll know I know I had a competition before, so I'll just go to that competition and then expect a button to be here that says create a new competition based on this one. Whereas someone that's not new to, I mean, that is looking for inspiration, they're like, okay, I want to create a new competition, but I don't know which challenges to add. So maybe like provide here, like here are some fun competitions you might want to look at, or something like that. So now I switched the ways around. So I think both of the places can be useful. Okay, let me just add that in here somewhere. Oh yikes! Personas. Someone looking for inspiration. Someone wanting to redo or recreate a competition they did before. And then 2 places to add clone buttons. Let's call this persona Peter, because he's the one that hosted the one in 2018. And then someone wanting to recreate a competition they did before. Let's call them Anagon Live. And then 2 places to add clone buttons. Peter would look for a clone button on the competition they created before. And then maybe Anagon Live would maybe look for such a button in the create competition screen to get inspired. Oh, it's actually the other way around. Yeah. The case for copying seems pretty clear. Yeah, for sure. The other case for new persons might need some validation with actual users. I agree. Yeah. Okay. We already have that. Oh, now I feel like I want to start implementing this just because we were reasoning about it, you know? Your competitors completed challenges. Oh yeah, right. As a competitor, I'd like to know on which challenges I can still beat my opponent. Clicking on a competitor in a scoreboard shows a dialogue of completed challenges. Alright, and then this one. Wait, I tagged it with not won't fix. Ah yeah. We won't fix this anymore because we've got the undo button. And then manually ending would just be some semantics. Let's add that in the comments, otherwise I will forget. Oh, might not be necessary. Archiving would, yeah. So now I'm afraid to close that issue because I won't be looking at it anymore. It won't be visible. Let's not put in some more time into that. Okay. Let's just do this one. I feel like we've got a good idea about this thing. Yeah, let's do tasks. Add a clone. Well, let's start with the clone button, or start or create new competition button on an existing finished. competition. I mean, it doesn't need to be finished. Why would I add this validation? Let's not do that. Add create new competition button on an existing competition screen somewhere. And then new REST API endpoint on competition. That creates a competition, new competition on the selected one. I think we'll also need to redirect to a newly created competition. Do we need some validation? Well, it's either redirect to a newly created competition or redirect to create competition screen with filled in name, type, name and dates. And then challenges will be like an issue, I guess. Because you can't, at least I don't remember that you can. You can't change the name or the dates anymore here. So if we do this, then we can't do that anymore. Add a create new competition button. Well, this one, which should I think maybe it's just all in the UI. No. Yeah, because challenges would be copied as well, I guess. Just clone in UI. And redirect to the create new competition screen. I think that'll fix it actually. We don't even need this. This might be super easy. Jinxed it? Did I jinx it? Let's see if I jinxed it. Let's first add a button somewhere then, I guess. And we want this button to be like, let's say on, let's just say that this is a competition that's already started, and then we'll also complete some challenges for people. Why did I only have, okay, I want more challenges to be shown here. There we go. Lionel is a playboy. There we go. So we've got some people that finished this. Hey, actually, where is it? No, so this is it. So on this screen, I want to add a button that says clone competition or something. But then again, you can't really see which challenges are there. I think it might be important for someone new to, someone new we don't care about. I know that as a Peter persona, I know that I want to recreate the Snowcase 2018 competition. So let's just add a button somewhere. Where do we want to add this? Here maybe? Create new after the dates. What would that look like on mobile? Is there room? I guess there is. Let's do that. No, wrong shortcut. Okay. So that would mean the competition detail screen. Let's go there, detail. And then where are the here are the dates. So I think I want to add Okay, I think what I want to do now is wrap this or start wrapping this so I can use Flexbox. No, just div, please. Thank you. And then I'm not sure if you also need a layout. I guess I do. The layout. Which should do space between. And it should be row. And I think I'll need justify space between. Okay, so we've got that data range, and then here we've got a new button. And this button should read create new clone this competition. Start from. How do you want to clone? Maybe clone makes the most sense. I'm not sure. I think it's a very technical term, in fact. Clone competition. And then, do I also want it only to show when it was started or not? I don't really care, do I? Alrighty, clone competition. What should this do? I guess you want to actually clone this competition and then navigate to creating a new one with all of the items that are there. Let's go to, well, before we do that, let's first check out if the button is placed nicely. That means I do want to do an npm run serve again so that we can get very fast feedback on our UI changes. Just takes a while to start up initially. Yeah. Thank you, Linter. So I want to go there. Yeah, this is hardly a button. Maybe you can't add buttons. Oh, that's because it should be V button. Yeah. And then we need some alignment as well. Align middle or center, I think. Yay. Hey, this is fun. It's fun if you know, maybe it should, oh, maybe not a button. Ah, host again. Dude. I mean, I'm not even sure if you are a dude, but thank you for that suggestion. That's amazing. So not clone, but host again. I was also thinking maybe we could just use an icon for that. And like a redo a redo button or something, and then hover and it should say host again. Host again. Sounds good. Host again. And then we'll just call it clone competition or host competition again. I feel like we should definitely name it the same. Sometimes IntelliJ is really helpful and other times it's not. I mean, the view view features aren't really good enough. You prefer text always, so the user doesn't have to hover all over the place. Oh, right. Also, yeah, my only thing is that it's gonna save some space. Which we might want. Maybe just make it a smaller button. Is that possible? Make it a smaller button. Yeah, indeed. So hovering on mobile won't work. So that's why I thought maybe an icon would be better. Because now the dates get wrapped in some weird way. Or maybe I could just change it from an H1 into an H2 or something, and then so an H3 then, I guess. Even worse to use icons for mobile. Yeah, maybe. There, I fixed it. Just used an H3. It doesn't look half that bad, does it? Oof. Cathal Royal, can I help you with one simple thing in Node.js? Maybe. Maybe I can. If it's simple, then I should be able to do it. No promises though. What's the specific question? Or the thing you're struggling with? Maybe some people in chat can also help out. So if I want to do host again. I basically want to navigate to create competition with an already filled in competition. Well, with a clone of this dot competition, basically. Or, that's maybe more interesting. Or with an ID, navigate to create competition with an ID of this competition. That should serve as a clone. Then it'll become really important that my competition controllers create competition doesn't do anything. Actually, this thing doesn't have an ID. Haha, man. And I was complaining to myself that I didn't really need this class, but now it makes it even more explicit. So in fact, this should not be an optional thing. But the reason why it's there is because I thought that Jackson was gonna help me with translating blank strings into null and then have name be null, but it doesn't for some reason. Look at this screen. I need to have another one, but I don't know how. Look at this screen. Oh boy. I need to have another what though? God damn it. I need to have like a sandbox environment to open links now, because hang on, I'm sorry if I'm not trusting you immediately. Yeah, Kathy. Sorry? Yeah, I don't know if I can trust it, that's the thing. It's a light shot screenshot, but I've got no idea what it is. Screen capture tool. It says light shot screenshot. There's nothing in it though. Of code with some annotation, but unclear what the problem is. Okay. I guess if Anagon Live opens it, I can do it. Here we go. For me, the screenshot is broken. So screenshot is broken. Kathy. Cathil Royal. Okay. We don't need anything special there. And then here, yeah, so let's go to create competition view. How it is, yeah, I don't know. It has like a broken URL. Oh, now it is working. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Jesteś słodka. That's Polish, right? Client action. Unconnected handler. Oh yeah, it's also unclear for me what the problem is. Your question was, I need to have another one, but I don't know how. You need to have another client action or something? I have no idea what TMI is either. You need an extra client, it seems. Let me maybe type this in another screen. Hang on. Huh? So let's do JavaScript. Username, password, and then we've got channels, which is an array, and that's where the options end. Oh. Then we've got a client, new TMI dot client with that takes in the options, and then you connect to Twitch. And then there's an function unconnected handler, which takes in an address and a port, which then executes an action on that client with something empty and then some evaluated text. Like this, and then you just log connected to address and port. That's it, really. Okay. All right. How it is broken, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Actually, I need to have more clients right now. I only have one. I don't know how to code more clients. I tried to use some for, but it doesn't work. On the top, you need to add const TMI. Okay, yeah, so it's just, I understand. So the way you need to do that is you just go like, so this is one part. So the one thing I don't like about this is a global. So what you want is 2 clients. Just by doing that, you'll have 2 clients. And then I think since you have an unconnected handler, you might need to do this as well. This is how you should do that probably. Because I assume that this is going to create a new client. Now, unless whatever TMI is doesn't allow you to add multiple clients, then you're screwed basically. And then I don't know what you should do. If that makes sense. So calling this is going to create a new client object in any case. Okay. What is this TMI thing? TMI.js. Which messaging interface? All right. All right, so I found some docs. Maybe you want to look at them. Yeah, I think I already know how it works, but then if you need multiple clients, then I really do think this is the way to go. That's it. I'm sorry if I can't really help you with that, but I mean, it's not really the focus of my stream. Sorry. I think what you also could do is go on, which Slack is it again? There must be like a TMI Slack or something that you should find some proper help, because I don't know the specifics of TMI. Seems their docs are down though. Can you show me the Or another time that you created this thing. Just a second. Here you go. All right. We were navigating to create competition, the view, to check how to pass along some competition or maybe an idea of a competition. You're welcome. Right, so this is just an empty screen always. Name, back, start date, end date as well. So I guess we could add a new property to this one and then have the ID and then maybe my mind is racing. Maybe I can, instead of doing an API call to all of the challenges, maybe just get the challenges of one competition. And this was making sure there's an all option. Let's do the ID part. I think that's the one that makes the most sense. Okay, now if I only remember by heart how to do that, you need to do something like, oh, there we go. Prop. Then go to the competition, create competition thing again. Competition. And then add a property of competition ID. And then what I think I can then do is this is all fine, I think. Well, for now at least. I'll say we'll do this dot axios, do a get to slash API slash competition slash dollar competition ID. And then we've got the data from this. Oh, and then I can use destructuring. Can I actually? This dot name, this dot backed start date and a this.end date. That's not gonna work. I think you can do assignment this way, no? Oh yeah, I'll need to do this. Perhaps with alias. Name this.name. Well, I know... Yeah, I'm not sure if you can assign this to fields. I know for sure that you can assign it to new variables. Like you can do this. That should work. And what I could then do is I could say this.name equals name, etc. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I guess we can do it like this. But then, yeah, why would I do it? I could just say this is more specifically a competition that I chose to clone. Cloned or competition to host again. And then start date. And same with end date. Something like this. And we should only do this if the competition ID was filled in. Host again. Yeah. But I don't want, yeah, I definitely don't want to do that because I could wrap these properties in an object. I used to have that before, in fact, but there was some issue with watching nested properties in Vue. So that's why I pulled them out and just have them on a create competition itself. And then you can do stuff like this, like set start date. And then have a getter for the competition, in fact. But so now we are doing this. And I really only want to do this when competition ID was not null. So if like that, coerced, I think is what that thing is called. Yep. Let's find out if this actually works. So I don't think any of these the regular competition ID, they don't take this competition ID as an argument. Oh, actually, ay. How the hell am I going to pass this in a navigation? Because that's what I need to do now. From, where is it? A host again button. So we'll do the ID thing. So that means I should do this dot route router. We'll need to look into a view router again for this because programmatic navigation. Params. Are ignored if a path is provided, which is not the case for a query. Okay, I don't even know what the current create competition looks like. Just create. Where is it still trying to use V button? Oh, that was just an earlier error. Annoying. Yeah, what we could do is create and then have like a slash and then the ID, I guess. But then we'll need to do that. Or can you? I know what I'll do. I'll do push to competitions. Well, slash competitions slash host again, and then add the ID. This dot competition ID, and then I think I might be able to reuse my create competition as a host again, and then this should have a competition ID, and it should also redirect to create competition component. Host again. This might work. So, and then since competition ID is exactly called like this, then magically it ends up as a property in there, and then it should work. Yeah. Where is the detail thing again? Let's try this, shall we? Ugh. Oh. Right. Let's fix these errors right quick. So this should be balanced. And then in the detail, we'll just add a space, and then hopefully Lind will be happy. Yay! All right, let's check it out. So if we go back to a competition, maybe let's get out of that. We'll click on host again. So it did take the competition ID, but it shows today as a date, so it didn't really update anything. I wonder. Maybe the mount is not the right place to put that in. Although I don't really know where else to put it actually. Maybe. Maybe there's something wrong with this. Maybe let's just always do this. Nope. There's a 404 here though. Defined. Oh yeah, so now it just... Wait, that's weird. It's not passing the property. Okay, that's why. Why is that? So this was just empty. That's probably why. Log. Station ID. Undefined. Okay. Now I wonder why that is. We've got competitions slash host again, and then let's look at the router again, I think. Competitions slash host again. And then competition ID. How does this work? Ah, fuck, I need to do this. Silly me. I was like, what's the difference between these two? Hey, look at that. And then maybe what we should also do is like say successfully clone the competition or something, because so if you try to submit now, there's already a competition, right? All right. And then we maybe also want to change the dates and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Now let's go to create competition again. We can get rid of that. And then, so after this is done, we shall this dot store dot commit say, wait, there's maybe already a snag bar, nice. Successfully cloned. Successfully cloned the competition to host again.name. You know, like, don't forget to update. the dates. Hey. I love you, View. That was in March, I think. Here. Submit. Nice. Oh. But bam, this just works. Oh. Thanks for suggesting the host again name. It really makes so much more sense than clone. I think this is pretty good already. Oh, I called it 2010. Right, can we make this a little bit more clean? Wait, what if you create a new competition? It just works. Oh. So now the issue that I have with this screen is that or this component actually is that you've got two representations of this, actually three now, maybe even. No, it's just two. The one is when you're creating this from an already existing competition. And the other is when you're just creating a new one. And I'd hope that I was able to make that explicit with by putting it in a different class, but then there's no way to reuse most of these components, I think. I wonder if I would have used a regular view, if that would have been an easier way to do that, because then you can extend a little bit easier, maybe. Because if I were to just reuse it and use inheritance or something and then extend from create competition, I'd still want to do this. Then I'd want to do, well, actually I could really just do that and then override mounted by calling super first and then calling this, and then this is the only thing that goes in there. Okay, let's first commit this. Well, actually I've moved something, so maybe we want to retry this again, host again. Okay, that still works. Oh, it doesn't refresh when you click it. Why would that be, actually? Guess because the component isn't re-rendered or something? I don't know. Strange. Meh. Let's commit. And then this has to do with issue number to 42. The answer to everything in life. 42. Loan. Well, actually no. Host again. Basic implemented. Host again. There you go. And then what we can just try out is extending this create competition component or view basically with our own. I really wonder. It's a lot of noise. Okay, let's try this. Host again dot view. And then, yeah, I think I'm not sure if this is gonna work because of this decorator stuff. Ah, nee. Lang is ts. Host again. And then the only thing I want to do is, well, actually no, extends create competition. Which has a private mounted. Oh no, and then I'll need this one to be protected so I can access it. From here? Well, actually, put that here. And then just all that. Oh wait, this dot host again. I'm really not sure if this will work, but let's find out. This can go. And I guess we need to put that in host again as well. And then name is not protected. It is. That's weird. I extend from this, and even if it's protected, I can't access it, or what? Okay, let's try making these things public and then see if that works. Seems weird. Yeah, of course that doesn't work either. That's weird, huh? Okay, so then I guess it won't work. Or is that because my constructor create competition? Because I just assume that these things are all properties of the same class. Let's try creating a new TypeScript file. Thunder cat. They also have a name. That should be it. Now this is discussable, whether or not Snarf is in fact a Thundercat. The old greet function. Yeah. So why wouldn't this work with host again and create competition? Create competition gets extended. There is something different that we do though. And that is we do this. See, that also works. Okay, it boggles the mind. I don't know why. Why the hell? Maybe it'll just work and IntelliJ is being a bit of a wanker. Or I need to import it or something. No, I have imported it. Maybe the fact that it's in a private method does something. Nope. That's not it either. I am very confused. You know, let's just check if it in fact works. Oh, I need to change the router thing though. To go to, where is it again? Host again. Should then not use this one. And since it's got imported, yeah. I really need to fix that linting stuff. Aha. Okay, that might be it. Because here it's protected as well, so I can't limit it. More stuff. No. Okay, let's just find out if it works. Let's go to the competitions to host again. It does not work. Doesn't even produce an error. Okay, let's go back, check this out again. No update or whatsoever. Kill it, run it again, and hopefully get some other errors maybe. Yeah, and otherwise I just have to accept that it won't work and then have that host again private function in the create competition view, which isn't really that bad either, you know. Yeah, no update there. Yeah, still doesn't work. Okay, fine. That is fine by me. Revert all the things. Okay, cool. And then I think we have just implemented this part. Oh, wait. Done. Now we've, I think, fixed the clone thing for the Peter persona, but maybe we want to also fix something for Anagon Live. Look for such a button in the create competition screen. Because then Anagon Live, you suggested to do more user testing, I think you said. Might need some validation with actual users. Yeah, okay, so now how do I get that? I could skip it for now, right? Then we fixed 42. Let's just play around with it a little bit and then find out what other stuff we can do. Maybe let's merge onto prod. Didn't even push that last one. Great. Now the only thing that I was a little bit worried about is that there is a host again feature, but it's just in the UI, and it's nowhere in my domain model. I wonder if that's an issue. Okay, we were gonna play around, right? I really want to just clean up these buttons here because they're not doing anything at all. Okay. I am a new person. And I want to create a new competition because I'm going on a... Oh, I've got it. I'm going on a canoe riding trip. So let's do canoe Finland. $20. And then hopefully, if everything goes well next year, we'll be doing this, in fact. Somewhere in July, hopefully. starting Sunday, ending Sunday. And then none of these make sense to me because these are all, I don't even know these, so I just go with submit. Who do I want to add as a competitor? Well, myself. Let's take some viewers. And then, no, Jan, Peter, Sander. And then I want to add new challenges, and I say, give a good name. So my description would be, get at least 3 random strangers soak with water from 1 pedal hit or something. I don't know how you call that. You get, since it's very embarrassing, 8 points for that. Super soaker. And then I want to press enter and have it saved. Then I want to add another challenge, and I thought my eyes went to here instead of here to add a new challenge. Jesteś Slotka. It's working again, I guess. Mr. Geek. Okay, let's do add challenge again. Some other challenge. Give it 3 points. And then something. Then we'll add yet another challenge. I also need focus here. Damn it, I should be writing all. New challenge. Focus. Name. Enter. Submit or press a save. And then I think there was another issue where if I was done doing this add challenge button, I was gonna look for it somewhere here instead of there. I don't know why that is. Lotka. Challenge. Jesteś Lotka. Jak Morziaka? Lotka. Save. Start the competition. I can't really do that because it's not the 5th of July. So maybe I don't really want to do this. Okay, so if I do that, I can do undo. Let's fix these little things and then... Okay, wait, actually, we close this. And then fix some minor issues like things I just said, which is I want to focus the name when I click on add challenge. So that's in the competition detail. Competition detail view. And I open. How do you do that? Where's the dialogue? Oh, no. Yeah? No. Alright, it's in the editable challenges table. Okay. Now I guess I want focus. How do you do that again in HTML? Focus. Hmm. I guess we want to do this in a Vue.js. What's this person doing? Okay, just you go to dot focus. Oh. Lulz. Is this still a thing, in fact? V-focus? In Vue 2.x, we have that, so maybe it just works. It does not. I do want to only do that when I do add challenge, right? Maybe. And also, like, how do you get a property on this thing and not here? Inserted. Ah, yeah, you need the reference to the HTML element on the virtual DOM of Vue.js. And you need a ref for that. Name input. Yeah, this makes more sense to me. Focus input. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna turn down the blinds a little bit. Where were we? We had something in our buffer, yeah. Let's put it somewhere here, maybe. This is a string. And then... No! How come you can't do this anymore? What is this in fact? Ugh. Yeah, that's not gonna be it. Maybe it's on view then. That's just a constructor. I wish I could navigate in this thing. Jesus Christ. So I expected something like a focus here. Hmm. DOM references to your inputs. Maybe it will just work unless... Where is this from? Element. It's just on the DOM. LA, why doesn't it have a focus thing anymore? Here it is. So if I just do this and I go to the top, it's a global. It's just a global. Which isn't connected to... Yeah, and that... I don't understand why you can't use it then. Liar. As element. That's so strange, yeah. Let's just see if this works in fact. Focus input. And let's go to when you click on what? Like where the open dialog is done. Show dialog is true. Focus input on and then some ref we don't have yet. Dialog name maybe. And then, so this is our model. Let's call vref equals this. I think that was the way to do it. No, just ref. Okay. Okay, fine. Alright, let's find out if this works. You're getting errors though. We should still keep getting these errors here. I do add challenge. It doesn't work. Eat. That's so weird. How come you can't do this anymore? It's strange. Let's just go to Vue.js docs or something, and then I am using Vue 2, I think. That's a good question. I should be using Vue 2 in any case. Let's go to package.json and then find out. Yeah, see if you do something. That's not it either. Render functions, maybe? Yeah, I don't want to do this. Too much. Mm. The binding to a class, I guess I don't need this. I need to put focus there though. Binding inline styles, no. Hmm. Yeah, nothing like this. So this isn't working anymore, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Who would have thought that this would be such an annoying thing? Oh, I'm dumb, I'm dumb. Okay, so they just make a custom directive, and then when it's inserted, then it'll just focus using this thing. Yeah, maybe we can try and do that. Autofocus. It's just an example on the in the docs as well. Crap. How did I miss this? When the page loads, that element gains focus. Doesn't work on Safari if you haven't clicked on anything else. Since visiting the page, the input above should be focused now. Let's build a directive that accomplishes this. Just do input autofocus. Yeah, but I think I need it programmatically because let's see, if I go here, I only want autofocus when it appears and not when it's not appearing. I guess I could just replace this with the focus. Maybe this will just work and then I'll be a happy customer. It does just work. Cheers, mate. I wonder. Yeah, now I was wondering, will it also work on mobile? But then, yeah, I don't actually know. What the hell is no activator found? Refresh. Yay! And then enter should press the save button. That's the next thing. And to do that, I guess we could put this in a forum. And then have this be submit. I think that should fix that. Again, not sure. Yes, enter doesn't really make sense either. But focus should be... Oh, and now it's gone again. What? So on first refresh, it's there, and then on second refresh, it's not. I guess because if you click on something, the focus changes. I have no idea. Weird. Hmm. That is too bad, huh? Decided I do not want the enter submits feature anymore though. So maybe it's because I added the form. Oh. One 116. Maybe that was the culprit. Refresh. Okay, works. Nope. Hook functions inserted and then maybe update also to take focus or something. Could maybe try to do this. Components also accept a directives option. I think since I'm using component-based things, maybe I can, maybe there's like an add directive thing or something. No, no. Let's try this then. Plugins, no. File. Defocus. .ts. Put it in directives. It might just be this. I'm not sure. It's a directive function. And now I need a way to... Oh, or not. Directive options, where are you used? Component options. Ah, okay. You put it there, okay. So that is to... this is Vuetify. Maybe Vuetify in fact has a focus thing. Vuetify focus. Autofocus enables autofocus. So yeah, we tried to do that and then that was a thing, but it doesn't seem to work properly. I guess it's the best that we can do. I mean, it should be on the component, and if it's not on the component, then I don't care anymore. Let's remove this. Remove the directory. Then go here. Leave autofocus on name. Maybe what I could do is do this. Set it to true explicitly. See if that does anything. No activator found. It still says that when I press escape. All right. Good enough. Good enough is what I say. All right, cool. I am going to stop the stream here. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out and also for helping me out, Anagon Live. You've been a great help. I hope you enjoyed the stream. So tomorrow I'll be deploying to Kubernetes. Yeah, with Chris's help. I'll be streaming from his place. Normally from 2 in the afternoon. Wait, he has replied hopefully. Let me just check real quick. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we'll definitely be streaming tomorrow. Cool. Doing a rancher. Nice. Alrighty. So thanks again for hanging out. And then I'll hope that I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Alrighty. Have a nice weekend if I don't see you tomorrow, or a nice week. Alright, see you next time. Peace.